Hi everyone, today we are going to do areas of rectangles and parallelograms. These are very easy lessons. You just have to make sure you're paying attention to what is being asked and what it is that you have to answer. So just make sure that when you are using a formula, you follow these steps. You must first write the formula, then substitute, and then solve, and then make sure you answer with the correct units. So you usually see the area of a rectangle as length times width, but we like to say properly that area is base times height. So the area of a rectangle is base times height. And it turns out that the rectangle is also a parallelogram, and the height is the length of the altitude to the base. So when we have the area of a parallelogram, we make sure that it is still base times height, but we make sure that we don't use the side length as its height. You want to make sure you're using the perpendicular height, which looks like that. So I have two simple questions for you. I want you to try before we do area of a triangle. Actually, there's only one. So here is a parallelogram, and which one do you think is the base and which one is the height? So pause the video, try it out. This one is fairly simple. You first write the formula. The height is 3.5 because that is the vertical height, and 2 centimeters is the base. So it's 3.5 times 2, which makes it 7 square centimeters. So that's pretty straightforward. Then we have the area of a triangle, and the area of the triangle is the base times the height. And remember, the height has to be the perpendicular height divided by 2. So the one thing to pay attention is that it says it's half the product of a base and the corresponding height. So you have to make sure you're taking the height from the base and not from any other side, because triangles have different heights based on which direction you're looking at it. So let's try a question over here. Again, pause the video, give it a try. This is much too easy for you. Make sure you write the formula, you plug in the values, and you answer with the proper units. Now, if you have to find the area of an irregular figure, you should consider them as a combination of various shapes. So one option is to have a problem where you have to add the areas. The other option is to have a problem where you have to subtract the areas. And I'm going to show you one of each. Again, you should try this before you look at my solution. Okay, so give that one a try. And then the one on the right, give that one a try too. Remember, the first one is an example of adding the areas, and the second one is an example of subtracting the areas. And let's see if you got it right. I have total area is area of triangle plus area of square, and I find each one, and the answer is 60 square units. On the right side, number 41, you want to imagine that there is a complete square over here so that you can do some subtraction. And I know you probably know how to do the calculation really fast, but sometimes you have to show the work nicely. So here's an example of how to show the work really nicely. You would say that the total area is the area of the full square minus the unshaded area. And the square is 25 times 25. And the triangle on the right side is also 25 by 25 divided by 2. So the answer is 312.5 square units. And that is the end of this video. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.